Let's move to the next topic. Let's think together about how to choose an apartment to live in. It could be an apartment, it could be a house, it could be a townhouse. Now we'll discuss the most basic criteria that you should pay attention to. I'll remind you, we're talking here about Georgia, about Batumi. The first thing to look at is the heating. Heating is a very important story. It's my personal pain because I live on the first line and my home is heated by air conditioners in the apartment. It's very inconvenient, it's very impractical. It only makes your health worse because it dries out the air a lot, whether you're heating the apartment or conversely cooling it down. And when you step out of the apartment where you've been breathing dry air into the street where the humidity is around 90%, your body is constantly readjusting. It's hard for it too. In the process, I even have several acquaintances who walk around with a cough, get lung x-rays every time, and every time everything is fine. Doctors say it's the climate, but in reality it's the air conditioner, so it should be gas heating. The ideal option, especially in houses and townhouses, is if you have underfloor heating. Underfloor heating covers 90% of the issues with heating, with maintaining the microclimate inside the house or apartment. The second thing people don't always pay attention to, especially in our practice, is buying houses even without the possibility of purchasing a parking space. Now, there's a big problem with parking all over the world. And even if a person doesn't drive a car on a regular basis, there are different situations when you need to rent a car, go to another city or another country. You need to transport something somewhere. You should always have convenient access to the apartment, to the house. And you should have a place where the car can be parked. In the long run, this is very, very important. Heating, parking, location. Don't make my mistakes. The first apartment I purchased here was on the first line. Well, I'm living in it now. And it's currently being renovated for the fourth month already because it's the first line. In the weather conditions in Batumi, the first line means that in winter you have a rainy season with 90% humidity. In the autumn and spring periods, it's winds, it's storms, which also negatively affects the apartment. Also, let's add to that the fact that the apartment is constantly being dried out. By our air conditioner, the materials simply can't withstand it. For finishing materials, these are, in a sense, extreme operating conditions. Therefore, I definitely won't recommend buying on the first line, simply because it's very impractical. In the long run, you will get tired of this. The next thing you should pay attention to is your family composition. Whether you have children or if you have any pets. Yes, if you have kids and pets, then you should definitely choose a house or a townhouse. That would be most convenient. But if you decide to look for an apartment, you should definitely look for one in a location with parks, green zones, and activities for children. Definitely playgrounds and things like trampolines, climbing frames, and slides. Just so the child can go out, walk around, spend some time outside, meet other people, and socialize. You should also check for any nearby grocery stores, shops that sell household goods, and a pharmacy that is within walking distance of your neighborhood. These are three infrastructure essentials that you might need at the most unexpected moment. You need to be able to run to the pharmacy, buy a snack at night if you're hungry, or go to the store for stain remover if you've made a mess. These things can be unplanned and might be needed at the most inconvenient time. So we pay attention to those as well.